If a black tile represents -2 and the white tile represents +2, what is the total value of the blocks below? So figure natin, we have a rectangle. This is 5 and then this is 3. So basically there will be 15 blocks altogether. So since yung block is -2 and then the white is +2, if we have a pair of that one, this becomes 0. So ilan bang 2 meron sa 15? Meron tayong 7, right? So yung 7 pairs na yan, it will become 0. And we only have one left, which is a black one. So that represents again a -2. So yung answer natin dito will be letter B, -2. Number 2, if 3 squared is equal to 3 by 3 and equals 9, and 3 raised to 4 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals 81, then which of the following is equal to 10 raised to 5 plus 10 raised to 7? So remember natin, if we raise 10 by an exponent, that exponent will serve the number of zeros we're going to add to 10 or to 1. So example, meron kang 10 squared, just copy 1 and then the exponent is 2, you put 2 zeros. So in this example, meron tayong 10 raised to 5, you copy 1 and then put 5 zeros. So meron kang 100,000. Yung isa naman, 10 raised to 7, you copy 1 and then you add 7 zeros. So meron kang 10 million. So ang sabi, you're gonna get the sum. So 10 million times plus 100,000, that is just letter D. 10 million and 100,000. Number 3. Mathon went to Inkhorn bookstore. So meron kang Inkhorn bookstore. And then he got a discount of 15 pesos from a book that was marked 20% off. So meaning to say, may isang book na nag-sale ng 20%, tapos that 20% is equal to 15 pesos. So always remember, when you're dealing with percentages, base, and rate, always remember this triangle. Meron kang percentage, base, and then rate. So dito, binigay yung percentage, which is 15. Tapos, binigay yung rate, which is 20%. So ano yung base natin? So to compute for the base, ang gagawin mo lang again is P over R. So meron kang, yung percentage is 15 divided by 0.20. So this actually will give you, the base is 75 pesos. No? So yung book na nabili niya, the original price is actually 75 pesos. And then he went to Lofty Bookstore. So meron kang Lofty Bookstore. And check out one of their limited edition books that is now discounted at 30%. So yung rate natin is 30%. If Mathon got a discount on the book from the Lofty Bookstore for the same amount as the original, so to say, yung 30% daw is 75 pesos. So hanapin yung base. So the same thing, P over R. And then meron tayong 75%, 75 pesos divided by 30%. So ilan yung ating base? Yung base natin is, just calculator na lang para mas madali. This is 75 divided by 0.30. That gives you 250. Now, ang tanong is, ano yung difference ng dalawa? So just subtract 250 and 75. Meron kang 175 pesos. That is your answer for number 3. Let's do number 4. Basket A composed of blue and green balls. So meron kang basket A. It is composed of, again, ano yan, blue and green. So blue and green balls. And ang total niyan is 150, no? This is 150. 50 only. And then meron kang basket B composed of orange and yellow. Orange, yellow. Ang total niyan is 120. Ang sabi dito, the ratio of blue to green, ang blue to green daw is 9 to 1. While the ratio of yellow to orange is 5 to 7. So yellow, 5 to 7. Now remember, when you're doing ratio, pag ganito, add mo lang lahat ng ratio. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 50 divided by 10. So that is 5. So multiply mo lang, yung blue mo is 45. Yung green mo is 5. Again, a total of 50. The same dito. Meron kang 120 divided by 12, that is 10. So this is 50. This is 70. Tapos ang sabi, meron siyang basket C. Albert, remove all the green. So lahat ng green nilagay dito. Ilan nga yung green natin? 5. From basket B to place in basket C. And yellow, kinuha yung yellow, which is 50. Nilagay siya sa basket C. What is the ratio of yellow to green? So ano yung yellow to green? So that is just 50 is to 5. Or this is 10 is to 1. That is letter D. Always remember, yung ratio and proportion natin, order specific. Pag sinabing yellow to green, yan yung order natin dapat, yellow to green. Hindi pwedeng green to yellow. Alright? Dito, if 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 raised to 2 is 4, 2 raised to 3 is 8, 2 raised to 4 is 16. Ano daw yung last digit ng 2 raised to 27? So dito, tandaan natin, yung ating last digit is 2, 4, 8, tapos 6. What if you're going to do 2 raised to 5? Ano yung 2 raised to 5? Diba 32 yan? So yung last digit natin is actually what? Ang last digit is 2. Balik tayo dito. Pag 2 raised to 6 tayo, di 664. Balik tayo dito. So meaning to say, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4. Apat na. Apat na magkasunod and then babalik tayo sa first. So ilan bang apat meron dito? Sa 27, di ba 6? 6. So meron ka pang tatlo. So 1, 2, 3. Ang answer is 8 na. So yan yung last digit na. Try natin sa calculator if that will work. 2 raised to 27. Yeah, that's 8. See? It's 8. Number 6. Prime numbers are defined as whole number greater than 1, and that can only be divided by 1 and themselves. For instance, 5 is a prime number since this can only be divided by 1 and 5, such as 5 divided by 1 is 5, while 5 divided by 5 is 1. So, sinasabi dito, how many distinct prime number divisor does 72 have? So, ang gawin lang natin is, we're gonna do the factor 3. So, 72, this is 2 times 36. 36, this is 2 times 18. Yung 18 natin is 2 times 9. And then yung 9 natin is 3 times 3. So, ito na yung mga prime factors. Pero ang sabi, ilan yung ating distinct na prime factors? Meron tayong 2, tsaka meron tayong 3. So, actually, dalawa lang yung ating distinct na prime factors. Let's do number 7. In the figure below, each square represents a square of side 1 unit. Figure A has 5 squares. So, yung figure A na natin, meron siyang 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the big square. So, meron tayong 5. While figure B has 14. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, eto, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the big square. Ang figure C, pinapahanap ilan daw yung square lahat-lahat. So, dito, pansin natin, this is just, eto lang, this is 1 squared plus 2 squared ito. Alright? Or you could do 2 squared plus 1 squared. Pababa tayo. This is 2 squared plus 1 squared. 2 squared is 4 plus 1, that is 5. Alright? Dito naman 14, di ba? So we have 1, 2, 3. This is 3 squared plus 2 squared plus 1 squared. This is 3. This is 4 and then 5, no? 1. So again, that is 14. Dito, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So meron kang 5 squared plus 4 squared plus 3 squared. Which alam natin na 14, di ba? So 25, meron tayong 25 plus 16 and then plus 14. So again, this is 10, 15, Carry natin 1, 1, 2, 3, 55. So we will have 55 squares no, in total. Number 8 tayo. The volume of a closed space can be measured by determining the number of cubes that can fit inside a given space without any gaps or overlaps. What is the length in centimeter of each edge of the cube whose volume is numerically equal to the area of a square whose length of each side measures 8? So we know that the volume is equal to the area of the square. Alright, and then alam natin that the volume is just given by s cubed. And then yung ating area is s squared, right? So ang sabi dito, yung length daw, side length of the square is 8 cm. So meron tayong s cubed is equal to 64. So if we extract the cube root of that one, yung s natin is actually 4. Sorry. So yung ating cube, yung length niya, edge, I mean, is 4. Let's do number 9. Consider the figure below. ABC is a square with EFGH as points at the middle of sides AB, BC, CD, and AD respectively. ABCD and a circle intersect at points EFG and H. If AB is 4 cm, find the area in centimeters of the shaded region. So pinapahanap to. So how to get this? Alam natin again na itong AB is the diameter of that circle. So yung diameter ng circle natin is 4. Therefore, ang radius na is 2. So ano ba yung area ng circle? Ang area ng circle is area is equal to pi r squared, di ba? So yung area na is just 4 pi. Okay? And then, para mahanap yung ating shaded na region, we need to subtract itong area ng square na nasa gitna. So, ang area ng square again is just s squared. So, ano ba yung side ng square na to? Alam natin ito, this is 4, di ba? This is 4, yung diameter. Pero pinapahanap sa atin, again, hanapin natin yung side. So, kung pansinin nyo, this will be your tawag nito, yung diameter, naka-form ka ng right angle dyan, di ba? Ito, that will serve as your hypotenuse. Okay? So again, that will serve as your hypotenuse. So recall lang natin na pag meron tayong right triangle, especially isosceles right triangle, ang measurement ng sides natin will be, this is x, kasi nga magkaparehasan sila, yung ating hypotenuse is x root 2. So since dito, yung ating x root 2 is 4, and then we're trying to solve for x, anong gagawin mo? You just divide everything by root 2, right? So meron kang x 4 root 2. And then rationalize lang natin, meron kang 4 root 2 over 2. Or simply, this is just 2 root 2. Yan yung side mo. So ano yung area? Yung area again is just the square of that one. So meron kang 4 times 2. This is half 2. That is 8. So ano yung difference? Ito at saka ito minus 8. 4 pi minus 8. That is letter A.